Before COVID-19 was even reported in the US, Manjusha Kulkarni knew Asian Americans would soon face hatred and bigotry, as frightened people sought something or someone to blame for the novel coronavirus. Kulkarni, executive director of the Asian Pacific Policy and Planning Council, said she first heard about a COVID-19-related hate incident targeting an Asian American last February, days before the country had even confirmed its first case. Sadly, or maybe expectedly, the racism preceded the disease, and that's how we know that it's not fact-based, Kulkarni told Insider. New research by the World Health Organization and international scientists indicates the source of the novel coronavirus can most likely be traced back to an animal origin within China or Southeast Asia. A seafood market located in the city of Wuhan in the Chinese province of Hubei became one of the first known super-spreader events, though scientists now acknowledge that it was not the site of the first cases. More than a year later, the virus has spread throughout the entire world, devastating economies, infecting more than 100 million people, and killing millions in its destructive wake. But the virus has had consequences beyond the medical and financial, as evidenced by the growing number of racist incidents against Asian Americans in the last year. A recent surge in hate crimes against Asian Americans caught on video and the ensuing celebrity involvement in trying to catch the perpetrators has once again brought attention to the ongoing tendency of some to blame Asian people for the pandemic. We see history repeating itself in that Asian Americans are again being cast as the perpetual foreigner who don't belong, who are diseased, who are threats, said Russell Jeung, chair of the Asian American Studies Department at San Francisco State University. As COVID-19-related bias incidents against Asian Americans became more and more frequent during the first month of the pandemic, Jeung said he was eager to document the rampant racism in order to collect data on the incidents and hold the government accountable. On March 19, the Asian Pacific Planning and Policy Council along with the advocacy organization Chinese for Affirmative Action, and the Asian American Studies Department at San Francisco State University launched the Stop AAPI Hate Reporting Center to track and respond to incidents of hate, violence, harassment, discrimination, shunning, and bullying against Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders. Nobody believes that Asian Americans experience racism to the extent that we do, Jeung said. As the country approaches the one-year anniversary of the onset of the virus, the anecdotal data collected by Stop AAPI Hate during 2020 is harrowing.